Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create. The returner loses the football deep in their own territory. Well, they keep the football. They're able to recover that fumble and avoid a costly mistake. So the Gators offense will start in a bad spot here thanks to that return. Everything that happens on this field today is just heightened, Kirk, because it happens on this amazing stage at the foot of the San Gabriel Mountains. Nothing like it.
Nothing like it to me in all sports. We've been calling this game for such a long time, and I think we both agree it's one of our favorite games to call each year. And when we get a good matchup like this, it makes it that much better.
Second down play coming up. And the wideout goes in motion. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Tries the right with a quick throw. He pulls in the catch. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from the first down. Play action fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Gators. Made the defense look slow that time. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. The Golden Gophers offense out there for their first possession. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players, just a few guys, Kirk. But what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Looking to scramble now.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Hands off to the left. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Quick throw to his receiver. Catch made, a lot of space now. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. And he'll set up to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. So a quarterback who can escape and score like that, what boost for this offense.
Yeah, and quarterbacks like this who can scramble are so hard to defend because the defense is so caught up in coverage and defending the pass. By the time they realize what's happening, there's no chance of stopping him from scoring.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And the returner will be brought down. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Caught behind the line. It's Daniels. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. The Gators come to the line to run the hurry up. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking to throw. It's Lagway. Quick throw over the middle. He makes the grab. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. Offense will set up on 1st and 10.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And the quarterback keeps it here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. 2nd down after that run in the previous play. From the shotgun, handoff inside. He's brought down out at the 46. Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. It's a huge gain across midfield. Ball will be spotted about the 31.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Grab behind the line. It's Wilson. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Looking to throw the football. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down. And the Gators will line up to punt it away. And the punt will go out of bounds, taking the returner out of play. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the 1st down yardage.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Fires it to the wideout. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
This secondary knows how to keep their eye on the football and how to break on the ball. I thought the receiver was open. I thought it was going to be a completion. It gives you an idea of how instinctive and how athletic he is by getting in the way of that and knocking it away.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down. The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining 1st quarter of play. Play action here on 1st down. Receiver makes the grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. They're going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Early on, it's a fun battle on the road to the national championship, deadlocked at the end of 1. Let's check out the early stats so far. We've got a good one in our hands, which we'll hope for in a playoff game as we begin the 2nd period. The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Breaking free at midfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Golden Gophers are looking to keep this drive going. It's caught. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And he drops back in the gun. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Looking right. This one caught. Making people miss. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers.
To see him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And here's the return from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Oh, here comes the reverse. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. Tough spot here. 2nd and long from the 16. Spinning out of the tackle. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. The Gators will bring their punt team on the field now. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Minnesota offense takes the field, trying to build on beautiful, balanced touchdown try last time they had it. Going to try to use his legs here. 2nd down after that previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He's running out of time here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do that.
Finally get him way down at the 2. Nice pitch and catch.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kicking team out for the PAT try.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Gators offense retakes the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line. The Gators will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Quick pass. The catch is made. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. The offense with 5 receivers now. Empty backfield. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Quick throw to the left. He pulls it in for a big gain. Explosive gain across midfield. They'll spot him about the 35. And the Gators lining up here on 1st and 10.
Well, when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent. This is a huge play for this offense. Now, can they get the ball into the end zone or they have to settle for 3?
Finding space at the 20. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. The Gators trying to cash in here in the red zone. Handoff from the shotgun. Can he reach the end zone? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Florida. They're setting out to try the PAT. The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Returner decides to field it. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in the last possession. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looks like he's going to run it. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He's on the run. Launches deep. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where you've got to get a little greedy because what seemed like a drive where you're happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal. So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's first and goal. Bringing pressure. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
That's a big sack by this defense here on first down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a first and goal situation.
Defense able to deny the touchdown. He's brought down at the 1. He moves the ball to the 1. Third down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Golden Gophers.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So they'll just take a knee here, and that will send us to halftime. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game, and we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. That's it for us from our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's head back to Chris and Kirk for the exciting conclusion of this one, where we'll find out who is moving on in the CFP.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. And the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Breaks 1 tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Catch made on the sideline, but they get nothing out of it. It's third down for the offense. Can he get there on the ground? They moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. Keep working that clock. You're trying to advance in that next round of the postseason.
Here's the second down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on a gain for a first down. The Golden Gophers pick up first down yard. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Makes a quick catch. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28. And the Golden Gophers will line up on first and 10. There's the handoff. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so second and 3. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Close to the tight end. That's a bullet, but it's incomplete. So now it's 3rd and short from the 21 as this defense tries to make a stand and force a field goal attempt or a 4th down stop. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
This is a deflating play for this defense on 3rd and short. Good coverage. They take away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for is the quarterback, and he uses his legs to pick it up.
Looking for 6. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Returner tackle right there. That's where they start the drive. And the Florida offense retakes the field. DB's backing off from the line now. It's a quarterback keeper. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. The Gators hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Now juke to man, but not much room to maneuver. Stopped after a small gain. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that 1st down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the 2nd half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Daniels. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
An inside give now from the shotgun. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And that run produces a decent gain. Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. From the shotgun, drops back. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. Touchdown, Gators. Just ran away from the defense. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great 1st step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Return starts from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a 1st down.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
On 1st down, why not keep it on the ground? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down at the 45, but a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Just much like we saw in the 1st half, this quarterback could put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
And they finally stopped him, but a decent gain that time. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And it's Minnesota in front here, sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets where we have a chance. All right, here comes the fourth quarter. Everything to play for here. Who's going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? He's going to take off. Slides down to avoid the tackle. The Golden Gophers line up on 1st and 10. They'll try the right here. In the clear at the 25. They'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back, feeding the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with a hot hand.
42-21. Fields it just outside the goal line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. To the air. It's Lagway. Snags a quick throw. The Gators will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. That's caught. It's Wilson. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Now it's 2nd down here.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
The Gators pick up enough yardage for a 1st down.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Takes the grab. It's Wilson.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Too hot quickly. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that 1st down yardage. The Gators are in the red zone. Makes a quick grab. Running with purpose. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And there's the handoff. And it'll be smarter right at the line for no gain. So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Dropping back. It's Lagway. He's got it near the end zone. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. And the Gators come to the line with 1st and goal. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Now trapped behind the line. It'll be a short loss.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Chris, I just don't know about short gains like this, especially keeping the ball on the ground. The clock keeps moving. They need points on that scoreboard in a hurry. Got to throw the football. You cannot afford to allow this clock to keep ticking.
And they're trying to punch it in here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
A little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought they might put the ball in the air here on 3rd and goal, but instead they run the football, keep it on the ground, and they get the touchdown.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And he knocks it right through. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Minnesota offense takes the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far, and they keep it going. First down here for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. They got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
Defense is coming after him to bring him down short of the marker, and now it's going to be fourth down. And the Golden Gophers will have to punt this one away. He's on to boot it away now. This one will be fair caught. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got it. Big play across midfield to spot it near the 36. The Gators hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start this drive. Let's see what they can do with it after that nice game.
Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs. Here comes a throw from the red zone. He's moving out of the pocket. Slides to avoid the big hit. Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. It's a quick grab. Tackle after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And it's caught. Touchdown, Gators. Kirk, you look for rust. You look for jitters in the opening drive. Not any sign of it for that offense.
You know, the offensive coordinator, when we talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to start fast. But I don't even know if he thought they would look this good this early.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. He's looking to scramble. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Golden Gophers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Important 2nd down play coming up. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
You know, they try to run the football here, and they're unable to get that first down. The clock does keep moving. The big question now is 3rd down. What do? Keep it on the ground again, or roll the dice, throw the football, knowing an incompletion, the clock will stop.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. Grab behind the line. It's Peters. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.